Okay, in this video we will understand what is management fee, what is incentive fee, and how we can do the calculation of management fee and incentive fee. Apart from that, you also need to understand few important terms: hurdle rate, high watermark. Now here hurdle rate includes soft hurdle rate, hard hurdle rate. So apart from understanding management fee and incentive fee, you need to understand hurdle rate and high watermark. So let's first start understanding the management fee and incentive fee. The total fees paid by a hedge fund consists of management fee and incentive fee. So here is the most common fee structure for hedge fund, which is 2 and 20. So here 2 basically stands for management fee. A fund has to pay 2% of its AUM as a management fee, and this 20 basically stands for incentive fee. So incentive fees we have to pay on profits generated by fund. So you have to remember this fee structure, which is 2 and 20. 2% is management fee, which need to be paid on AUM, that is asset under management, in other words on the value of fund, and 20% is incentive fee, which fund has to pay on profits generated by fund. So 2% on the value of the AUM and 20% is the incentive fee, which need to be paid on profit. Now the fee structure for fund of funds is 1 and 20. So why there is a difference between fee structure of hedge fund and fund of fund? See, fund of fund, as we discussed, is kind of a passive investment strategy. So the fund manager of fund of fund don't have to play any active role. He just need to select good hedge funds in order to invest investors' money. Whereas fund manager in hedge fund plays an active role. He is responsible for deciding and implementing the strategy. So hence the fee structure is high for normal hedge fund and low for fund of funds. So here 1 and 10 basically means 1% management fee and 10% incentive fee. Now let's discuss what is hurdle rate. So for that I have used this example. Let's say the starting value of fund is 100 million, and general partners and limited partners, they have decided that a fund should have a hurdle rate of 6%. Okay, now why 6%? Because let's say FD is giving 6% return. So investor can easily earn 6% by depositing their money in FD, but they want their fund to deliver more than 6%. That's why they have taken the risk and invested in the hedge fund. So let's say hurdle rate is now 6% and starting value of fund is 100 million. This means at the end of year the value of fund should be greater than 106 million. If value of fund is greater than 106 million, this means fund have successfully crossed the hurdle rate. So once hurdle rate is crossed, then only fund managers are eligible for incentive fees. So let's discuss with the help of this example. The value of fund at start is 100 million and ending value of fund before paying management fee is 104 million. So you can see the value did not cross 106 million. So there won't be any incentive fee for year 1. Now I am assuming that management fee we are calculating at beginning balance. So 2% of 100 million will be 2 million. So this is the management fee. So out of 104 million, a fund has to pay 2 million as a management fee to general partner. So ending value after paying management fee will be 102 million. So here this should be greater than 106 million, but it is not. So there won't be any incentive fee. Now let's discuss second scenario. 100 million beginning value, ending value before management fee is now 110. So again I am assuming that, let's say we are calculating management fee on beginning value. So here the management fee will be 2 million. Ending value after paying management fee is 108 million. So this is now greater than 106 million. So there will be incentive fee now. Now the question is, a fund should pay incentive fee on entire 8 million profit. Okay, 20% of 8 million, or on 2 million after crossing hurdle rate. So with hurdle rate of 6%, a fund value has to be at least 106 million, but it is 108 million. So this extra is only 2 million. So the question is whether fund should pay entire incentive fee on total profit of 8 million or on the excess profits over and above hurdle rate. So it can work in both ways. So if fund is paying incentive fees on entire profit, then it is known as a soft hurdle rate, and if firm is paying incentive fee on profits over and above hurdle rate, then it is called as a hard hurdle rate. So you have to remember these terms. Soft hurdle rate means incentive fees are paid on all profits, whereas hard hurdle rate means that incentive fees are earned only on returns in excess of the benchmark. Next important term which you need to understand is high water mark. Let's again understand this term with the help of example. Year 1 beginning value is 100 million, ending value is 110 billion. Okay, for the time being, to keep example simple, I am ignoring the management fee part. So let's directly come to now incentive fee. So here in year 1, at the end of year 1, a fund has to pay 20% of profits as incentive fee. Year 2 beginning balance is 110 billion. So year 1 ending balance will become next year's beginning balance. So at the beginning of year 2, the value of fund was 110 million, and at the end of year 2, the value of fund became 100 million. So in year 2, fund has not generated any profits, so there won't be any incentive fee for year 2. Again, ending value of year 2 is beginning value of year 3. In year 3, you can see the ending value at the end of year 3 is 110 million. So here fund again have generated a profit of 10 million, but if you see, it has just reversed the loss made in year 2. So year 2 loss was 10 million, whereas year 3 profit is 10 million. So fund has just set off the previous year losses. Hence there won't be any incentive fee, and this is called as a high water mark. So high water mark basically means that incentive fee is not paid on the gains that just offset prior losses. As fund has shown the value of 110 million in beginning year of 2. Until and unless fund is not crossing this 110 million level, there won't be any incentive fee for fund manager. In year 4, you can see now at the end of year 4 the value is 115. So this time fund has successfully crossed this 110 million level. So here now incentive fees will be 20% of 5 million. So remember this high watermark concept. Incentive fees will not be paid on the gains that just offset prior losses. Now let's work on this practical example. BJI Funds is a hedge fund with a value of $110 million at initiation. So this is the beginning value of fund. BJI Fund charges 2% management fee based on asset under management at the beginning of the year. So this is the important for you to remember. We will perform management fee calculation on the beginning balance of fund, and 20% incentive fee with a 5% soft hurdle rate. So again, this is also important to remember for you. So this fund is having a hurdle rate of 5%, okay, soft hurdle rate, and it uses a high water mark. So again, this is also important concept, a high water mark. So if any year if fund is generating losses, we don't have to pay any incentive fees if it's just reversing the losses in coming years. Incentive fees are calculated on gains net of management fees. So to calculate incentive fees, you need to subtract management fee from ending balance, and then you have to calculate the incentive fee. So again, this is also important for you to remember. Before calculating incentive fees, we have to deduct management fee from the value of fund. Here is the ending values given to you. The ending values before fees are as follows. So year 1, the ending value is $102.2 million. Year 2, the ending value is $118 million, and we need to calculate total fees, which includes management and incentive, and also we need to calculate the investors net return for both years. Okay, let's start now. You need to prepare these 6 to 7 columns. So the column number 1 is for years, number 2 is for beginning value, number 3 is for ending value before management fee, number 4 is for management fee, number 5 is for soft hurdle rate, which is 5% in our example, and number 6 is for ending value after management fee, and here is the 7th column of incentive fee. So let's start with beginning value. So all values are in $1 million, so you have to remember this. So the beginning value was 110 and ending value of year 1 is 102.2 million. So this is the ending value before management fee. Management fee we have to calculate on beginning value. So 2% of 110, okay, 2% of 110 will give you 2.2 million. So ending value after management fee will be 100. Okay, from 102.2 you need to subtract management fee of 2.2, so you will get the ending value of 100. So soft hurdle rate is 5%. This means a fund should have a value of at least 115.5 in order to be eligible for incentive fee. But you can see a fund is having value less than 115.5. A fund is having an ending value of only $100 million. Hence, in year 1, there won't be any incentive fee because fund has not crossed the soft hurdle rate of 5%. So ending value at year 1 will become your beginning value for year 2. So let's see now what is the ending value at the end of year 2. It is 118 million. Now again you need to calculate management fee on beginning value, which is now 100. So 2% of 100 will be $2 million. Soft hurdle rate of 5% and ending value after management fee will be 116. Now you need to also remember high watermark concept. This fund is also having a high watermark. So you see in year 1 fund has generated the losses because I can see the ending value is less than beginning value. So until and unless this 110 value is not crossed, there won't be any incentive fees because of high watermark concept. So at the end of year 2 I can see the fund has successfully crossed this 110 level mark. So here we need to pay incentive fee, which is 20%. Okay, 20% on $6 million. 116 minus 110. So on entire $6 million we need to pay 20%. So the incentive fee for year 2 will be 1.2. So okay, so for year 2 you can see the management fee was 2 and incentive fee was 1.2. So the total fees paid by fund at the end of year 2 is 3.2. Now we will also calculate the net returns to investors. Let's calculate for year 2 what is the net returns. So as you can see the ending value is 118 million. Okay, out of 118 million you need to subtract the total fees paid by fund. So this will give you the answer of 118 minus 3.2, 114.8. Now you can apply the holding period return formula, which is ending value upon beginning value minus 1 into 100. So the ending value of fund is 114.8 divided by beginning value. You can see the beginning value was 100. Okay, minus 1 into 100. So if you perform this calculation you will get answer as 14.8%. So the fund has delivered the returns of 14.8% at the end of year 2.